Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. I know it's been a pretty long time since I last posted, but I wanted to get back into YouTube and let you guys know how exactly I made these videos. Backed by popular demand, you guys have been saying that you wanted to see something like a tutorial video or a how-to video on how these videos are developed and created. So here's a couple of tips and tricks that can help you in your videos as well. Now I hate to get really down to earth at this part of the video, but it's something that has been on my mind for quite some time now, and I feel that the only way to do great work is to love what you do and go for it. Jump in. You never know what may happen. And with these videos, that's exactly something that I did. And when I did, I never knew that you guys could reach out, but y'all did. I gained an audience, and I managed to make my dream come true and show others what I'm truly capable of. And another thing that's most important is to go ahead and follow my Patreon account and my Twitch account. Link in the description below. So the basics part of this video, we are going to be covering how to make a character run. And it might not be as easy as you guys think, but this is how I basically make the character run in my videos. So I have a lot of add-ons in the description below that you can go ahead and take a look at, but one most important one that really helps me out in pretty much anything is cinematic camera. So go ahead and grab that out actually, and you'll start to see a little bit of difference in the camera mode right now. And if you want to take a look at the settings, I'll show you how to do that, but first things first, you got to download it. So go do it, then come back. Okay, you're back. Awesome. Now, that was stupid. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. We're going to go to Utilities. Actually, no. So we're going to go to Options. We're going to go scroll down to Player. And as you can see, it has Cinematic Camera. Okay, this has all the server settings that you need. Give Cinematic Camera on spawn. I have that, like, obviously on here. It really comes in handy. Camcorder zoom sound, I turn that off because why would you need it? You got letterbox if you want to make, like, you know, your own kind of, you know, cinematic video. I guess you've seen it before in one of the videos. Film grain, spaghetti, color filters if you really want to get fancy, because wow, you know, look at that. That's pretty cool. Why wouldn't you want that in your video? And most important, you have shakiness amount. Also, fun little tip: if you press C on your keyboard, you'll be able to have these options up as you see what you're looking at. You know. So I go to camcorder overlay. No. Shakiness amount on the camera. It really helps. 0 is nothing at all. If you want, it just really helps with all these other options as well. Whatever you're making. Truthfully, and then just crank that thing up. I like to, you can have minimum shake to where he's just walking, or you can have intense shake to where he's jogging a bit, or, you know, out of breath or whatever, you know, get creative. And you have just fucking mega extreme. Look at this. Oh my god, just intense, just holy shit, just a dead sprint. Like, look how fast he's going. And you can clearly tell from the shakiness camera. That's what makes it work. So now that you have your footage, your basic footage, we're gonna go ahead and get into the practical part. Now, a lot of you guys have been saying that I use Wheatley's Parkour, which I've never downloaded before. I don't even know how you would access it. Here's all my add-ons that I have right here. This is this one. This is this one. And this is probably a waste of time because look at all of these bad boys. So yeah, I don't have Wheatley's Parkour. Instead, I do this little trick that I'm actually showing you guys. So we're going to move on from here once we have our footage, and we're just going to pop into the now. We're going to go to this map right here and go ahead and load it up. So now once you have this map loaded, we're going to go down here. We're going to go into this empty room, and we're going to make these walls green. Go down to color. Red, it's already red, so go to the greenest green. Let's say this. These walls are all going to turn green. Now we have our green screen room. so we can practically do anything we want.
Your vast experience hasn't prevented 8 victims from being murdered. Fucking asshole!
Okay,
That's enough.
sorry for the distraction. Let's go ahead and get back to it.
You said it took
now
6
what you need
inches of rainfall
is-
before the
sorry,
victim
my-
died.
Oh my... What?
How much time do we have
Where
left?
did this water come from? Are you kidding me?
The weather forecasts are right.
Good
Less than
Lord.
7.
So you're gonna find your dude, or whatever, there he is. You're gonna grab your NPC camera, you click him, boom. Now he's ready to go. Everywhere, like, this is basically how the camera works. Whatever the NPC sees on his head is what is being viewed. Now you can be as creative as you can with this kind of thing. As you can see, he's doing his own thing. He's gonna follow you, you know? And as you can see, he's got the shaky vibe to it. So you can do that if you want to as well. And, you know, this is just another tip. You can fool around with this as much as you'd like to see what you guys come up with. But relatively, this is how I'm making it. So let's go ahead and move this back in here. Now, you're going to want to make him to a physical ragdoll. And the only way to do that, and I'll show you how. So we're going to go to, yes, here we are. And you're going to pull out, let's see, this one. I recommend making your ragdoll face the opposite way of those doors. That way you cannot have those in the shot. So, as you can see, he's fully functional. Still works. The camera, wherever I turn his head, the camera is also moved. I don't know how it actually works. I don't see it on here. But that's his viewpoint. Now, it's very limited as well, so you can't actually like look down. But you can kind of do other things like this, bring his chest in to where he looks down more. You know, this is something to do when you're not in the green screen mode, but rather than something to do when actually recording your video while out in a different map. Reason why we have the green screen on, whatever we see right here, we're gonna put it in a chroma key, and basically that won't exist. Kind of like this picture right here, or that picture, or any picture really. With that said, let's go ahead and get started with it. The next thing you're going to need is a tool called Stop Motion Helper. You look that up in the workshop, you'll be able to find it. However, it won't show you necessarily how to use it. And so I recommend going in the description and checking out a tutorial by Daz Boshit. He'll tell you more about binding keys or just simple tips that could also help you in your animation. But just a little disclaimer from me, it does take a while in order to get used to it. Practice makes perfect. So I'd recommend taking some practice with this before you make a video, or when you make a video, you know, show your progress. Yeah, this is how we're gonna make him have that running motion with his hands. So you're gonna take it, you're gonna right click on him, and as you can see, it has a little green outline right here. And my bind key for recording things is O or 0. And so when I do that, of course you can't bind it when you have the stop motion helper thing open. I also have M as my opener, so that way it's just ease of access and just easy for my hands. So as I have this open, you have to close it out when you record. So I pressed my record button, and there it is. That little green thing has been recorded. So whatever this is right here, that's it. And so it'll always snap back to it whenever, you know, let's say you do this, go back, boom. Just that little tip from me, I think. I think Dasbo should explains that, but yeah, he's getting too much credit right now. My time to shine. So now you're gonna take one hand and you're gonna bring it up from here. Never mind. Whoops. So you got to bring that up. Now we bring his hand over, and you can have it extended if you want to have that kind of dead sprint kind of feel to it, or you can have it just low enough. If you need to take time to figure out how to actually run, go do it. You know, go outside, have a little run real quick, and focus on your hands, you know. Now I bring that back down, I move the slide over, I record again. Then, next slide, I move over, I'll bring this up. Now I'm gonna hyperextend this just to show you how goofy that would probably look. And then, yeah, and then we'll bring that down, we'll slide that over, yeet, bring that down, record again, and then so on and so forth. We'll do it one more time just to show you guys. There we go. And I extended it from last time. He's just hands a little far out than usual. So, all right, let's take a look at it. And as you can see, he's moving his hands, and it's at that. It's really blinding to see that one. It's in a constant loop. So if you want to edit it, if you think, oh, that's too far, let's go to that exact. There it is. And just bring it a little bit lower, and then that's when you can actually loop it. See? And if you want to, you can also change it up a little bit. I always did that. I made about 10 of these throughout my time of making the first person series. I made a lot of these video clips right here. That way there's more diversity, there's different lighting and all that stuff. As you can see, it kind of looks pretty goofy, but the end result is something that works out a lot. That's just the basics on this kind of thing, and now I'm going to show you guys how to edit it all together. Okay, now what I use is Sony Vegas Pro 14, but you can use any Sony Vegas as long as it runs a chroma keyer software on it. If you have another editing software that could handle this kind of thing, I guess you can use it as that. You basically need more than one video track in order for this to work. So if you have an editing software that works kind of like that, I guess it runs under the same principle. We'll just have to see. Now, you're going to go ahead and grab both your clips. One should be the main track, one should be the secondary track. Now, the main track is where your green screen animation should be, and your secondary track is what you want the background to be, what you want the actual running situation in. So I have right here, I labeled it raspberry and blueberry, that way I can find it. Pre-recorded something else differently than our original map that you guys saw from earlier in the video, because you can't see his hands properly in the other clip. So we're just going to use this one so we can properly see how it all goes down. Now I have blueberry right here to use. Now here it is. I'm going to go ahead and click play, and now you can see the hands bobbing. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the media effects on this clip. I'm going to go over, press chroma keyer, add, click OK. Color, you're going to press this little doohickey up in the top right, just the top of this thing. You're going to go over to literally anything on the screen, but you're going to click onto the green. When you do that, it won't show right now. I don't know why. I think I forgot to press. Oh, I guess not. I'm going to exit out, and boom, it should show up. So now I have it, and as you can see, when I fade it out, it's actually on there. You can see the hand. I'm going to click play. Boom, there it is. I'm going to lean it back, that way we can start at the beginning. You can see him actually run. Now it seems as if it's slow and kind of unrealistic, so if you need to, press Control and drag this end to shrink, or to speed up the video by shrinking it, or to slow down the video by extending it. So we're going to speed it up a little bit. Uh-oh, and it's tripping out. So we're going to go to Preview Full instead. And boom, a little bit more realistic too, if you can actually see this. Yeah, and there it is. That's the basics on how to run. And now it won't look any different if your character is turning left or right. I would have tested it out, but I'm kind of limited on this track enough as it is. But always remember that. As for the hands and everything, if you want to, you can change it up as much as you'd like. Let's say if he's going past, this area right here, you can have this hand more extended out in one of the animations. It definitely takes practice. Don't get upset if it doesn't happen right away for you. Always keep trying. You never know what you might do until you do it. So that pretty much wraps up this video. I'm gonna definitely leave more videos quite like this one on my Patreon account. That way my YouTube isn't flooded with all these videos and stuff. I know you guys want to see some actual content, but I thought that I could throw this out there for y'all. That way y'all can, basically see all the other things that I got going on. Be prepared for an update video. This is like an update of an update, if you will. I'm sorry that it's been so long since I actually posted anything. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it for the video. look in the description for a whole lot of other things, and it'll open up your world. Until then, I'll see you next time.